Now, that's really the question that we don't have the answer to, is what is the amplification ratio that they are looking for? It's a question that I don't know why nobody's asked him recently. It should be clear. It should be understood. And it should be quantified at different ranges. If Bitcoin goes to this value, what kind of amplification would you be willing to go to? And this is all about balance sheet management. So if Bitcoin goes down a lot, there's an opportunity to get really cheap Bitcoin by issuing STRC, by increasing the amplification ratio. But then if Bitcoin continues to go down after that, you're already so amplified that things could become a little bit scary and sketchy for the fact of needing to raise funds to pay those obligations. So this is a little bit of a balance here. And I think that a lot of people holding STRC probably don't have the right time frame for that investment. They are thinking it's longer term capital than it's really designed to be. In my opinion, this thing could change its rates up, down, sideways, whatever, and you're left holding it and hoping that you can sell this thing for $100 still. Now, it's all going to work as long as Bitcoin, doesn't tank 90% from here, 70% from here, right? But there could be a time, if something like that similarly happened, where your STRC is going to go down. It's not acting as this reliable short-term capital anymore. And yeah, you might still be getting your payments. And yes, they have 2 years of dividend coverage and all of this, but maybe MSTR is not able to raise capital in those times. They're not able to leverage their balance sheet or amplify their balance sheet. And you as an STRC holder have no ability to get out at par if they're not willing to raise the dividend higher to increase, because of the fact that it will increase the amplification on their balance sheet too much. So there's some things I don't know here, right? I don't know what rate of amplification they want, what they're willing to accept, and what kind of, I think really there is just what range of amplification are they really looking for? It was really early on when they came out with this amplification metric that I remember hearing something like a 40 or 50%. But who knows right now, in my opinion. So if anybody has an answer, I'd love to see. But nonetheless, you would still have the risk of the variable rate going down, which absolutely could happen. And I think the most likely scenario of it happening would be because MSTR has reached the amplification that they want, and they actually want less demand on STRC so that they don't have to issue as much preferred anymore. They've essentially issued as much as they want to, which is a pretty good position that they're in. The other thing that can happen, right, is maybe Bitcoin goes up or stays the same, but STRC becomes even more popular. STRC is a very popular product. Maybe it becomes so popular that they, again, hit the amplification ratio they want. Bitcoin's doing fine, Bitcoin's going up, but not at the same rate as the popularity of STRC and beyond the amplification ratio that they want. So there's a couple of future scenarios that could lead to them lowering the interest rate. And therefore, for myself as an investor, again, it's all about time preference of your investments. But I actually prefer these kind of fixed rate instruments that they have on their balance sheet instead, or that they sell with their preferreds. I think that's a risk that you're actually moving away from when you buy something that has a fixed rate as opposed to a variable rate. So I'd love to hear what you guys think, but that's just my thoughts, my opinions. And yes, STRC could lower their dividend rate. Absolutely.